as QIE went to ground. Victoria saw it back. The Canadians behind that goal didn't enjoy that moment. But Dorian was in control. Dorian, the goalkeeper, by the way, another who plays at a good level of European football with Red Star Belgrade in Serbia. He was born in what is now Croatia. He fled to Belgrade during desperate times in that part of the world, emigrated to Winnipeg in 2000, eventually settled in Hamilton, Ontario, and has had an itinerant career in Canada and Serbia and Uruguay, Turkey, Romania, Bulgaria. And he watches now as Johnston advances. In by Johnston towards Buchanan. By Alderweireld. Snatched back by Hutchinson. Rolled up towards David.
They back off really quickly, Belgium, and that does grant more time and space, 30-40 yards out for those Canada players. Now obviously scared of getting caught in behind, so they're trying to cut down the space. The likes of Vertonghen and Alderweireld well into the 30s. Another example there, nobody going to press the ball, or the man receiving the ball.
Larea. Hutchinson. Johnston. Hutchinson. Larea. Teasing Wetzel, who had a nibble, and...
He had a good long look, a good long think about it, the ref.
Well, it won't be the last look. Juan Soto, the Venezuelan VAR, will surely have to have a glimpse at that.
No penalty for me, that. Not enough.
He halts the restart.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was asked to go over. It's not often you hear supporters chanting VAR.
No, but the Canadians are, and there is a swell of noise. The inquest goes on. Tiba Hutchinson asking, what's the story, ref? What are we waiting for? What do you think? His instinct was not to award a penalty, nor is a penalty awarded. Dendoncker, Tielemans. He's wary of Castagna, who he's prepared to take on, and he's away from Tielemans, and he's found Eustachio, and he's received it back here, Alphonso Davies. In goes Hoyland. Out comes Alderweireld.
Belgium being made to look ordinary at the moment. There's just no fluidity to the play when they do have the ball. It's all very clunky.
Hutchinson. Started into the back of Hazard. Five minutes until half-time. Canada with so much reason for pride, and yet so much reason for regret. Good win by Castagna, gathered by Hazard. Twists away from Eustachio. Castagna. Vertonghen. Witsel. Alderweireld. Goes long, too long.
Yeah, they've tried to find Castagna over the top once or twice without success. He loves the long pass, Alderweireld. Been a struggle to get Tielemans into the game.
Hazard, Witsel. Vertonghen advancing from the left side of the Belgian three. Hazard, seen off it by Eustachio. Pass was just a little prompt for Buchanan. Not that he's inclined to give up on anything. Tendonka. Through by Alderweireld. Michy Batshuayi scores! Fierce, crisp, and cruel. Belgium breakthrough. Canada crushed. After such a great half.
Yeah, I think this was actually meant for Carrasco, you know. In the end, though, it falls into the right man's path. Let's face it, somebody that has been deadly for his country. So calm in front of goal. But it's a straight ball that does for Canada. Poor defensively, but for Batshuayi, he's not going to turn that up. And boy, did they need it, Belgium.
It is an absolutely terrific take for those Red Devils who, right at the end of a period of football during which they have laboured and been, on the face of it, inferior, found a bit of devil. Michy Batshuayi with his 27th international goal. That was their first shot on target since he had one in the first minute of the half.
Yeah, they've been trying to get their wing backs involved on those overlaps, and I don't think that was intended for Carrasco from Alderweireld, but that's right, had different ideas.
Pierluigi Collina, the godfather of all referees and the boss of FIFA's refereeing department, who has been insistent, and we've seen the evidence of it, that time cannot be wasted at this World Cup, and the time where necessary will be added on, and there are 5 minutes of it to tag on at the end of this most engaging first half. De Bruyne, Hazard didn't dovetail with the run of Batshuayi. Eustachio, smart, clear of Tielemans. Alphonso Davies. Rolled up for Jonathan David. And ferried away by Vertonghen.
Yeah, just trying to feed it into Junior Hoylett there. Well, they've had their chances, haven't they? Canada, obviously the penalty, the biggest one. How do they react now?
Johnston. Victoria. Hutchinson. Johnston. Rolled in for Buchanan, who from very close, leaving it over.
Well, he just can't miss this. I don't think there's a bit of physical contact from Dendoncker, but it's a glorious opportunity. He's just got to make sure he keeps that down.
Hutchinson. Eustachio. 2.5 stoppage time minutes played, 2.5 still to play. Alphonso Davies, who's been a delight on the ball. He ran into the back of Dendoncker, that's no foul. De Bruyne, 3-on-3. Physical, therefore, that Victoria saw the danger. Jonathan David. Larrea. Carrasco stuck with him, but surrendered a corner. Corner for which Johnston joins the crowd. Corner to be taken by Alphonso Davies, with Jonathan David closest to goal. Buchanan, Eustachio against Tielemans, and out by Carrasco and back by Eustachio. And here's Davies once more. Carrasco kept his eye on the ball, and Hazard has the ball, and De Bruyne is ahead of him. Carrasco hasn't stopped running either. This is Kevin De Bruyne in the 50th minute of the first half. Johnston got back, but Hazard reclaimed it. De Bruyne.
Would have been a mortal blow to concede a second there. Some half-hearted appeals, but it certainly does strike the arm.
Canada can have done no more than they did. They do trail to a smashing goal from Michy Batshuayi, and it really was a terrific take. But the Canadian underdogs have so much reason for pride. For the most part, they bossed the half. They should have had a lead, but Alphonso Davies had his penalty saved by Thibaut Courtois, and them's the breaks. So at the break, the score is Belgium 1, Canada 0.
Well, there will be pride, there will be regret, I'm sure, in that Canadian dressing room at half-time. Belgium were severely on the ropes for large stages of that first half, but what Canada couldn't do, Belgium could. The missed penalty from Alphonso Davies, saved by the big frame of Thibaut Courtois, the Belgian goalkeeper, and then the man up the other end, Michy Batshuayi, a minute before half-time, giving Belgium a 1-0 lead, which I'm sure most inside Ahmed bin Ali Stadium would agree they scarcely deserve. But it is the team who are ranked second in the world who are leading Canada in their first World Cup since 1986 by a 1-0. It has been a rip-roaring first 45 minutes so far.
নতুন অ্যাকাউন্ট খোলা খুবই সহজ। অ্যাপ ডাউনলোড করে আপনার সাথে একটা সেলফি হয়ে গেল আপনার রকেট অ্যাকাউন্ট।
রকেট, ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক মোবাইল ব্যাংকিং, টাকার রকেট।
Welcome to Rocket Presents Phone Alive Quiz Football Mastermind. বরাবরের মতো খেলার মধ্যবিরতিতে আবারও চলে এসেছি আমি, সঙ্গে এনেছি আমার ফুটবলের প্রশ্নের হিসাবি এবং অপেক্ষা করছি আপনাদের কলের জন্য, কারণ আপনারা ফোন করে এই নাম্বারগুলোতে আমার প্রশ্নের উত্তর দিয়ে সরাসরি জিতে নিতে পারেন রকেটের পক্ষ থেকে পুরস্কার, ক্যাশ প্রাইজেস, এবং সেজন্য আপনার ফোনে রাখতে হবে রকেটের অ্যাকাউন্ট। এতক্ষণ আপনারা সবাই সেটা জেনে গেছেন। খেলা চলছে কানাডা এবং বেলজিয়ামের মধ্যে, এবং আজকের রাতে শেষবারের মতো আমি আপনাদের সামনে চলুন দেখি আমাদের প্রথম কলার কে অপেক্ষা করছে। হ্যালো,
আগে শুনেন। দুগো বড়ি দিছে।
What is Messi? Messi. Wait. Messi. I thought it's Messi. আচ্ছা, আপনার প্রশ্নটা চলে এসেছে স্ক্রিনে। আপনাকে উত্তর দিতে হবে 2002 বিশ্বকাপ আয়োজন 2002 বিশ্বকাপ জার্মানি সঠিক উত্তর হচ্ছে জাপান।
খুবই সহজ উপর পাশে ছবি আপনার তথ্য দিন আর সাথে একটা সেলফি
Bank Mobile Banking.
ইনফরমেশনটা বুঝ করে
বিশ্বাস করো ভাই, আমি যেগুলো ভিডিও করে এগুলো লাইন আমার মাথা থেকে আসে না। যে নিচের একটা ব্যাটা ব্যাগকে মেনশন দিয়েছি, ও লাইক সবগুলো শুধু এগুলোই পোস্ট করে। ওর পোস্ট দেখে আমি ভিডিওগুলো করতেছি। আমি একজন ব্রাজিলের সাপোর্টার। সৌদি আরব যখন জিতছে আমার কাছেও খুশি লাগছে, হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু যখন লিওনেল মেসির শেষ বিশ্বকাপের কথাটা মাথায় আসছে, বিশ্বাস করেন ভাই, আমার চোখেও হালকা পানি আসছে। আমি একজন ব্রাজিলের সাপোর্টার। সৌদি আরব যখন জিতছে আমার কাছেও খুশি লাগছে। জার্সিতে লেখা আছে আপা, আবার মারুত্তরা বড় বড় চাপা। নিমের নাম শুনলেই কিছু পাবলিকের জ্বর উঠে যায়, ওগুলায় রাখছি আমি না পা। জার্সিতে লেখা আছে আপা, আবার মারুত্তরা বড় বড় চাপা। আবারও তিনি প্রমাণ করে দিলেন তিনি একজন বিশ্বসেরা গোলকিপার। তিনি আজকে নয়।
আমার রকেটের পক্ষ থেকে পুরস্কার আবির শিকদার। আপনার যদি রকেট অ্যাকাউন্ট থাকে ভেরি নাইস, না হলে করে ফেলুন। আর
আমাদের ব্রাজিলিয়ান বাদবাকি এলিসন বেকার। আবারও তিনি প্রমাণ করে দিলেন তিনি একজন বিশ্বসেরা গোলকিপার। তিনি আজকে নয়। আমাদের ব্রাজিলিয়ান বাদবাকি এলিসন বেকার। আবারও তিনি
আপনি জানিয়ে
ব্রাজিলের সাপোর্টাররা এক একটা গরম অবলগে তর্কে যাও না পেয়ে যাইবা সরম আর কি জানি কথায় কথায় কও খালি 7 আপ তোমরা হয়তো ভুল লাগেছো নেমারি কিন্তু টঙ্গবা
28 বছর ধরে কাপ পায় নাই
ভাই যে
দুগা বলে দিছে
His coach is trusting him tonight. The opening goal of the game, 60 seconds before half-time, when he cracked him.
হঠাৎ করে এরকম বৃষ্টি
Different tale for Alphonso Davies, who has been bright and vibrant for Canada. Their star man had a penalty 11 minutes in, denied by Thibaut Courtois. The chance to score Canada's first ever goal at a World Cup, but he is a really lovely player to watch, talent of his generation for sure in Canada. So Belgium leading by 1-0 at half-time because of that goal from Michy Batshuayi. One of 4 attempts that Batshuayi's had on goal in the first half, 2 of which have been on target. And that one attempt on goal, the one on target from Alphonso Davies, was from that penalty that was saved by Thibaut Courtois. But Davies' stats in terms of his pass completion rate are near on perfect. 95% pass completion rate in that first half. Here we go then in terms of final third entry. So this is all about where the ball is received rather than where it is played from. And that is quite phenomenal if you look at the numbers there. 10 total entries, Belgium, into Canada's final third. For the Canadians, 28 in total. And look at the time as well that they have spent in possession inside Belgium's final third. We're at the Ahmed Ben Ali Stadium tonight, home to the famous Al Rayyan, located right on the edge of the desert, a place that so many Qataris hold so close to their heart. Is there a way that Canada are going to get themselves back into this game tonight against the might of Belgium? Let's rejoin our commentary team.
So welcome back to a scenario which is truly engaging, because Belgium here, whilst they have the lead, also have cause for concern, and the indications are that they are about to make a couple of quite significant changes. From Canada's point of view, it is hard in truth to think how possibly their coach John Herdman, Alan, could ask for more.
Yeah, very true. I think the message would be to keep the faith, keep going, continue to create the chances that you have, and one of them you will stick away.
Hazard returns to lead the side, De Bruyne to pull its strings. Belgium took a good long while in that first half really to feel a part of it. But they are in charge of it now, and they are reinforced by the readiness to play here of Thomas Meunier in a face mask, having recently had surgery on a broken eye socket, which he sustained in a cup game at Hanover on the 19th of October, and this is his first action since. And Amadou Onana is also coming on. Carrasco is one of those to depart, and I believe Tielemans is the other. Meunier has gone to right wing back, and Castagna will play on the left.
Well, Martinez clearly wasn't happy with the control he'd got in that midfield area. Mentioned Tielemans really did struggle to get into the game. Onana, different sort of competitor, a bit more of a physical presence in there.
Batshuayi, the goal scorer. Allen is backed by Vitoria. for a Canadian team which makes no changes. Hazard. Very scheming. Ndonka. Onana. Has certainly grown as a footballer since moving from Lille into the English Premier League with Everton, where expectations are high.
Yeah, settled quickly, hasn't he? And it's not been easy because Everton haven't been at their best. They've struggled.
But he's a terrific athlete who covers the ground voraciously. Meunier. Batshuayi. Eustachio. Belgium extraordinarily have won their last 7 World Cup group games. 3 at 2018, 3 at 2014, and their last one prior to that in 2002 in Shizuoka. An 8th win in a row would match the record held twice by Brazil.
I think Onana, you know, he's been brought on to try and deal with Alphonso Davies. He's just letting him know here that he is on the pitch. Alphonso Davies, a clear threat that Martinez wanted to do something about.
Victoria. Buchanan. He's done well to make that his. Very well. Left a bit on Castagna. Johnston. Eustachio. Clear of De Bruyne. Aimed in towards David, who had a view of goal.
Well, therein lies the difference, doesn't it? That bit of class, composure, conviction. There was none there really from Jonathan David. Great skill by Eustachio. But another really good chance goes begging.
Jonathan David, 7 goals in his last 10 club games for Lille in France's Ligue 1. Tongan clear, back by Eustachio, given away by Hutchinson, taken up by Hazard. De Bruyne was flying past Eden Hazard. Witzel. Castagna for Batshuayi. Ndonka. The masked Meunier. Tongan. Taken away by Victoria. That's a delicious take by David. Eustachio. Alphonso Davies. Eustachio pulled it.
Yeah, he did pull it. Wasn't too far away from Buchanan. If he could have stuck out a leg. It's well wide of the mark, though. Earlier swivel from Jonathan David.
Herdman, who did so much good work in women's football. He was head coach of New Zealand for a while. A couple of bronze Olympic medals with Canada.
Did look offside, Junior Hoylett.
Hoylett. Nicked by Meunier, moved quickly forward by De Bruyne and thrashed back without complication by Stephen Vittoria.
Attempts at goal are incredible, aren't they? But Canada have just got to make sure that they make the right decisions in that final third. They don't start shooting from unrealistic angles and distances.
Pass asked a bit of Courtois. And David was at close quarters. Then Donker now is hemmed in. Meunier is his way out. Witzel. The Canadian work rate is worthy of praise, but Castagna has played through that press. De Bruyne, Onana. De Bruyne, Onana, in by Onana, beyond Batshuayi and beyond even Castagna.
Yeah, he was trying to just ding that one into Batshuayi.
Dealt with by Buchanan, hit early by Johnston. Then Donker has left a bit on Hoylett here. And Meunier has gone into the book.
Well, maybe the ref feeling he led with his arm there. Yeah, that'll be painful. Hoylett didn't see it coming.
As a sufferer of a broken cheekbone, he wasn't especially sympathetic there.
Oh.
Eustachio with the free kick. Tapped in by Eustachio. Vittoria had made an alternative run.
Yeah, it was a fairly high line that Belgium were keeping there, trying to keep Canada out of that penalty area.
Previous World Cup coach for Canada was also an Englishman, actually, Tony Waiters, who died 3 years ago this month. Donker found himself in a tight spot, and it's cost him a corner.
Yeah, there's a point here where he's thinking, why on earth have I tried to dwell on the ball?
Alphonso Davies to take. Kamal Miller joins the crowd. Hutchinson near post. Davies 6-yard box. Buchanan racing to dash. Vittoria at the back of the crowd. Jonathan David has peeled off, but his return pass was weak and De Bruyne cleared. Buchanan juggling. And then And that's a flair player for you. A bit of one, a bit of the other.
Yeah. He's done most things right, but at the moment, Canada's looking for that. A cool head in these kind of situations, pick out the right pass.
Onana has done apparent damage to Eustachio. And Onana is in the book. 2 Belgian substitutes, each within 10 or 11 minutes of coming on, and each having their name taken.
Well, he's been put on into that midfield to liven things up a bit, make it more competitive. He's trying to do that. It's because he's that much taller than Eustachio.
Davies to take on Onana, who is long-legged in the tackle. Down by De Bruyne, snatched by Witzel, moved up for Azar. Castagna's gone beyond him. This is Timothy Castagna. Cannon got back. Azar retrieved possession. Here's Witzel again.
Getting a little bit feisty out there.
And Canada are on the point of making changes here. Junior Hoylett is being withdrawn and replaced by Kyle Larin, who was their top scorer in qualifying. A very, very popular part of the Canadian international furniture, as you can hear by the reception he is getting. And the old man, Atiba Hutchinson, has run his race to be replaced by a much younger vintage. Ismail Kone, 20 years old, slots into midfield.
Well, Kyle Larin up top, he's a proper poacher. Should he get a chance, he might make a better fist of it than his teammates have so far.
Kyle Larin, 24 goals for Canada in 53 previous caps. He scored 13 goals in CONCACAF qualifying. He is the nation's all-time top scorer. And he is another, incidentally, who arrives here from Club Brugge in Belgium. So for his opponents, he will be immensely familiar. Meunier, Witzel, caught up by Davis. How clever was that? Kone, Davis, Eustachio. Jonathan David. And still David. Castagna clear. Kone. Miller. Buchanan. Meunier's challenge. And remember, he's in the book. I'm not for one moment suggesting that that was a yellow card challenge, but he needs to be wary.
Yeah, I mean, he was way off there, Meunier. He's just trying to come to terms with the pace of this game, the substitute. He's a good set-piece deliverer, this boy.
Eustachio to take. Batshuayi is the one-man wall. Eustachio. Johnston was at the back of the queue, but even he couldn't catch it up.
Lets me down now. I've picked him off with his deliveries.
And so Roberto Martinez prepares to twist again Leandro Trossard has been in wonderful form for his club. And Hove Albion in the English Premier League, but here is Eden Hazard, Batshuayi up ahead of him, De Bruyne is in space far side. Alderweireld, now De Bruyne. Canada have back their shape. Onana. And here is the third Belgian substitution. And as Alan was saying earlier in the game, Eden Hazard has been in and out for Real Madrid. He's not been fortunate with fitness of late, and quite possibly it was pre-imagined that an hour would be enough for him.
I think he's done okay, Eden Hazard, but yeah, when you're not starting games, you're lacking that extra little bit of fizz, aren't you? The acceleration as the game wears on, you tire more quickly.
And Leandro Trossard is a very natural replacement for him. Davies harrying around Onana. Rolled behind David, hit by Buchanan. And that is pretty close to the third tier.
Well, it's not difficult to see what's holding Canada back at the moment. A bit of class in the final third.
Right now, one sweet strike of the ball by Michy Batshuayi is all that separates them, all that matters. Kone. Batshuayi on the turn. Trossard. Smart. Meunier. Corner.
Yeah, every chance of Leandro Trossard livening up that Belgium attack. Clever bit of play from him.
Against Victoria, there was a whisper about handball there, but it was a whisper without real credibility. The arm was tight to his body and he was impossibly close. De Bruyne with loft and outswing. Dendoncker fouled Buchanan as he sought to escape. And there is a lull in the noise. First time really on the evening, certainly from a Canadian perspective, that lull has existed. Strong turn from Onana. He's kept on going. Amadou Onana, one clumsy touch, and it escaped him.
Yeah, just ran onto it, and unfortunate touch for him, really. It was a great surge.
Larin. Jonathan David's up with him, and Kyle Larin has kept it in. Moved on by Davis, taken up here by Eustachio, and Davis rolled out for De Bruyne, and this could be very dangerous. Batshuayi, oh, what a recovery from Kamal Miller.
Brilliant. He enjoyed that, Miller, didn't he? They're not going to give this up, Canada.
Davis, Buchanan, Davis, Johnston, Larea, a shaft of light at the near post, and had a little dip.
Hit it really quickly as well. But again, cutting across the ball. There's a fist pump or two after that from Miller.
Could have been Maldini or more. Any of the great World Cup defenders of yesteryear or this. De Bruyne, he's got free, he's got Batshuayi, he's got Trossard, it's Kevin De Bruyne, it's Michy Batshuayi. And it is another sensational piece of defending.
But how long did he want, Batshuayi? You fancied him to move towards the ball here, but he's dallied. He's waiting, but what about that?
That's Larea, who's got a cross from right wing back. In by De Bruyne. Out by Eustachio. From David slips, Trossard. Witzel. Quarter of the game to play. Batshuayi, Onana, Thomas Meunier, De Bruyne, Trossard, Castagna, Batshuayi, nicked off his toe, and away by David and chased by Larin. Alderweireld had a telling head start. Who knows how this story will twist over the next 20 minutes plus, but if there's a number which is bruising for Canada, it is this, that they have had 18 shots at goal and only 2 of those have been on target.
Now, they were top scorers in the qualifying, weren't they? But they haven't shown that clinical edge tonight.
Witzel, De Bruyne. Others outside of the camp might have been inclined to take this fixture for granted, but Roberto Martinez, I can assure you, was not. He did keep his company 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was forcefully reminding me how good Canada are, and on this evidence he was right.
Yeah, plus the fact that his team haven't played anywhere near as well as they can.
That's a lovely take from Castagna. But Larea stuck manfully to his task. And now here is Larin.
Important interception that from Dendoncker.
Kone, Buchanan, Larin. Kone just 20 years old. Wasn't a great ball, but Eustachio made something of it. Eustachio into a corridor for Jonathan Davis. Over came Alderweireld. Alphonso Davies. He's handed it back to De Bruyne. And De Bruyne is clear of Johnston. And Batshuayi is peeling away far side. And De Bruyne has seen him. Batshuayi couldn't bring it under his spell.
The way the game's shaping up, though, you could just imagine another chance falling to this lad and him getting that second goal. That one was right off the shin.
Eustachio. Buchanan won't stop running. Teasing Meunier and then playing his pass behind Larin. Larin. Vittoria. Larin's after it and Courtois came and required assistance from Dendoncker.
Yeah, he found himself in no man's land. Courtois there. If Larin could have got his head to it, dinked it goalwards.
It might be a little of the goal Cody Gakpo scored for the Netherlands the other night. Here's De Bruyne. Batshuayi. Trossard. Leandro Trossard. Away by Vittoria. On by Eustachio. Set back by Jonathan David. Buchanan. Eustachio. With an ambitious diagonal, which has asked a great deal of Larrea.
Well, he's had all his team's efforts, Batshuayi, but just delaying a little too much here. But top marks to Larrea. Didn't give it up.
This in place of Larrea is 27-year-old Sam Adekube. He plays club football in Turkey for Hatayspor. He was born in London. He moved to Canada at the age of 10. He's represented Vancouver Whitecaps. He's been to Sweden with Gothenburg. He's been to Norway with Vålerenga.
Yeah, a lot of people surprised he didn't start this one. The Belgians, we bumped into. Sorry, the Canadians, I should say. He's been a fixture, an influential figure in this team.
Yes, he has. He's gone to left wing back and Buchanan now to right wing back.
Well, they've been so energetic in this match, Canada. The challenge now is to keep up that intensity if they can. It's not been so easy to carve out chances as it was in that first half.
Johnston locates Adekube. Ndonka. Meunier. Watchfully dealt with by Miller. Johnston. Larin. Here's Buchanan. Tejon Buchanan. Larin! Taken off his toe by Alderweireld. Adekube. Eustachio.
Buchanan's gone down. Whether that's just a bit of fatigue, maybe a bit of cramp in the calves. I think it is. Got through a lot of work.
Kone. Harried by Trossard. Quarter of an hour to play. The game bounteously full of jeopardy. Gorgeously balanced. Canada on their return to the global stage, going toe-to-toe with the second best national team on the planet, Alphonso Davies. Adekube. Larin. Jonathan David. David on the turn. Vertonghen in the way. Eustachio. In by Buchanan. Out by Alderweireld.
Well, we wondered about the advancing years of those Belgian defenders, about the lack of pace, but the vast experience in these kind of situations now really does come in useful, invaluable.
Vitoria. Another Canadian change impending, but first a Belgian one. This is Lois Openda of Lens in France's Ligue 1. Michi Batshuayi is being invited to leave the field at the nearest and most convenient point. Most convenient, that is, for the game, not for him, because he's got a long walk round behind the goal now.
He's done what he was picked for.
Openda, who played no part at all in qualifying. This is just his 6th international cap at the age of 22. And here he is. His first touch was a rather thick one, but he got away with it.
Yeah, well, he has got some pace about him, Openda. These last stages, that might be difficult for Canada to handle.
Trossard, pardon, Castagna getting a bit tasty with each other. Adekube. Lovely take on the turn by Alphonso Davies, who bursts forward, runs into a Belgian wall. Here's Openda. Kone. Adekube. Kone. Right from Eustachio. In by Johnston. Larin! He got plenty on the header.
Yeah, a little snapshot of what he is capable of in front of goal. It's a decent effort from the sub.
The attendance for this match is 40,432. Thank you for your fantastic support.
Trossard wriggling out of trouble, running into Vitoria, who crunches through De Bruyne. And here come two more Canadian changes. Buchanan, we saw, had more or less reached the end of his road, and Liam Miller is his replacement. Miller of Basel in Switzerland. And Eustachio is also done and replaced by Osorio. Osa has stayed down and Alphonso Davies is booked for, you might call, an imprecise challenge.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage of the game, players are getting tired. I think first impression was that he was a bit unlucky here. He's going for the ball, but the studs are showing, and that's why the yellow was produced. Couldn't quite get enough power to trouble Courtois with that header.
Is it going to be so close? But still not yet for Canada. When they began their only previous World Cup campaign, lost to one of the fancied nations by a single goal in their opening game. Jean-Pierre Papin scored it. There's a flamboyant French name of days gone by. Their last World Cup before this was against the Soviet Union, and they conceded a goal to the legendary Oleg Blokhin. Oleg Blokhin turned 70 this month. That's how long it's been. Alphonso Davies, away from Witzel. In goes Osorio. Osorio. Liam Miller went to get it back. Miller fresh of foot. Jonathan Davis couldn't twist onto it.
Yeah, standing firm, aren't they? Those Belgian defenders now.
Victoria, Johnston. He's lost it in an area where he couldn't afford to. Openda. Johnston scything back rather desperately. And he has got to expect to see a card.
It's a nightmare for tiring defenders to have somebody as swift as Openda on the pitch at this stage in the match. He's got his body in front of his man. It's going to be difficult to get a foot on the ball.
He did, but he took Openda with him. And one thing you can be sure of at this World Cup, as we have learned very quickly, is that this time will be added on. So, 6.5 minutes plus plenty more.
Yeah, I mean, even though the time's added on, it's a good chance for everybody to have a breather, the Belgian lads particularly, have a little chat.
De Bruyne over a set piece, and the world knows that that can spell danger. There are a few better artists from this range. Flicked in by De Bruyne and flicked over by Dendoncker.
No surprise, this was on the money. De Bruyne, not quite for Dendoncker.
Kone.
Walking off the field, so I think he's been run out, but was Shubman Gill LBW before that happened? Just 3 runs short of his maiden ODI century.
Athletic director, we've got a review for LBW. There's a spike when the ball is next to the bat. Probably, yeah, there's a spike, there's bat involved. My decision for right left. Left turn. Still, oh, you're on screen now. You're on screen.
Now, that is extraordinary. And let's see what happened here with Ishvin Kishan. Big appeal, Shubman Gill. He shows the bat straight away because he knows he's inside edged it. Younger comes in, Kishan's a long way down, and bang, Dead-Eye Dick just hits the stumps. It often happens, doesn't it, with an LBW appeal like that? The minds are a bit scrambled, but it's often the striker that gets run out, not necessarily the non-striker. How unfortunate. Bowled him. What a delivery from Brad Evans. We've seen that before with KL Rahul, one that decked in sharply. He's done the same here to Deepak Huda. This time I don't think it's hit the inside edge. It's just clipped the top of the stumps.
Too early innings to play a shot like this on the up, trying to drive Deepak Huda. This one jagged in, and there was a gap between bat and pad. Just clipped the bails on his way to the wicket keeper. Good stuff from Brad Evans. And Zimbabwe has come back strongly. They've got 2 wickets in this over. Huda, he departs for 1, is 2 to 7 for 4.
Shubman Gill on 99. He strokes it into the cover, Shubman Gill. And it's his maiden one-day international century. How well he's played. And he looks in magnificent form. Shubman Gill, his first ODI century.
Well, and the first of what we hope will be many in a long and illustrious career. Where it's a moment he will never forget. His first international 100. Yeah, look at that smile. And you can see what it means to him and his teammates.
जब असली शेर मैदान में उतरेंगे तो कौन करेगा किसका शिकार? देखिए बांग्लादेश वर्सेस इंडिया रविवार 4 दिसंबर से
How are they doing out here? Enemy, look out! What are these guys doing? No way! What is going on? What are you guys doing out here? Double team. Jimmy Uso back in the ring, and Jimmy Uso. Now that's team Frustrated and taking out that frustration on Strowman. What is Roman thinking? What could Reigns be thinking? Look out here. Middle. Oh, man! And a huge spear into the heart of the Undertaker. Roman Reigns has defeated the Undertaker at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns lying in wait. And Reigns with a spear to Strowman. And the cover by Reigns. Roman Reigns has won the Universal Championship. Reigns regaining the championship he never lost. And the other one just goes down. Turnip for the championship. Here's the leg. Roman Reigns has done it. Roman Reigns is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns.
An incredible journey. So many obstacles. And Roman Reigns has conquered them all. Reigns the true survivor tonight. Guys. Rusev's in this. There's a spear. I'm looking back. Rusev was never eliminated. Rusev is still in this match. Rusev entered at number 15. And looking back at my notes, I thought he was gone. No, Rusev was never eliminated. Well, wait a minute. Now he is. Roman Reigns is going to WrestleMania.
When I made my announcement, I said that I was going to swing for the fences. We did better than that, y'all. We didn't just swing for the fences, man. We hit a home run. The good news is I'm in remission, y'all.
Brock Lesnar lifts him up on the shoulders. Roman
day 2 of the UEFA Champions League, and a meeting in Israel between a team experiencing an unexpected year of European football's high life against one with hopes of claiming the trophy for the first time in Istanbul next June. Match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League. Maccabi Haifa against Paris Saint-Germain. PSG successful on match day 1, a 2-1 win at home against Juventus. Maccabi losing 2-0 in Lisbon against Benfica. And the home team this evening haven't scored in any of their last 7 Champions League fixtures. It means that they've gone more than 11 hours now since they last struck against Olympiacos. They've waited a long, long time to hear the Champions League anthem at the home of the Israeli champions. 13 years in all. The first home fixture in this season's group phase. Maccabi Haifa take on a team with one of the most potent attacks in European football, which means a big test for French-born Pierre Cornu, who comes in at left back in place of Abdoulaye Seck. 3 changes from the 2-0 defeated Benfica. Mohamed Abou Fani replaces injured Ali Mohamed, and Omar Azili replaces Tim David, who, like Seck, drops to the bench. Match officials, on-field officials tonight, come from Germany. The night air is crackling with noise. Really is a fabulous atmosphere. Small smiles wearing the captain's armband for PSG this evening. PSG goalkeeper Luigi Donnarumma saved a penalty in the 1-0 win over Brest in Ligue 1 on the weekend. Now he has to organise a defence minus the French international Tresdal Kimpembe, who has a hamstring injury, one that can keep him out for 6 weeks. Danilo comes in, along with Nordi Mukai, who came on for Achraf Hakimi in the 2-1 win over Juventus on match day 1. Hakimi being rested tonight, not the front 3. Messi, Neymar and Mbappe scored both goals in an impressive show on match day 1.
Attention all competitors. The time has come to play. Let the games begin.
Live on Sony Sports Network.
Hi, this is Tapsi Pannu. Watch my team Punjab Tigers roar at the Tennis Premier League from 7th to 11th December. Share mode on.
Live on Sony Sports Network. Nepal Paints Cup Afghanistan Tour of Sri Lanka ODI Series 2022. First ODI Friday 25th November 2:30 p.m. Live on Sony Sports Network. 4 दिसंबर से Men in Blue भिड़ेंगे बांग्ला टाइगर्स के साथ। देखिए बांग्लादेश वर्सेस इंडिया रविवार 4 दिसंबर से on Sony Sports Network.
Fixture in Group H, match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League. 2-1 success on match day 1 at home to Juventus. Maccabi, who are in the Champions League for the first time in 13 years, suffering a 2-0 defeat in Lisbon against Benfica, beaten by goals early in the second half. It's thunderous atmosphere. Here's Aziza, who gave away that free kick. Israeli champions assembled at a cost of little more than €7 million. By Vitinha. Then Verratti. Mbappe on his way, clean through on goal, and defied by Cohen. He knows it's going to be a tough night. Mbappe in the clear, and thwarted again by Cohen. Excellent stop by the goalkeeper. Pass by Verratti, one which Maccabi will look to exploit, and they have exploited it. They've gone in front. Tyron Sherry, just beyond the halfway point in the first half, and despite all their possession, all their control, PSG are behind. The French team creating their own problems. A giveaway by Verratti, and immediately pounced upon and punished. Beautiful finish by Tyron Sherry. Lovely pick out by Aziza. Neymar through on goal, taken down by the goalkeeper and told to get to his feet. Will be checked by VAR, of course. Neatly done by Kylian Mbappe. Maccabi in retreat. Mbappe goes on. Heroic defending again, under the expense of a corner. The 6th so far for PSG. Neymar into the penalty area. Wow. Now Messi. Not going to go by Neymar. Mendes. Verratti. Messi. Mbappe. He's got to the byline. Here's Messi. 1-1. Perhaps that was PSG's lucky break. But Benfica couldn't deal with the cross when it came in from Mbappe. And it fell kindly for Lionel Messi. Judging by the reaction, he was relieved rather than delighted to have drawn PSG level. they've scored 2 on match day 1. More than happy to set up their first in Israel. Zizan. Zili. Marquinhos did well. Zili probably caught him out of the corner of his eye then. Had to try and make an interception, had to try and make a challenge, and as a consequence, Zili hurried his shot somewhat. Zili loses out to Verratti. Neymar. Stoppage time at the end of the first half. Mbappe running into trouble. Zili. Passed on again by Abu Fani. Cherry. Lovely close control. Zili in support. Goes for goal himself and forces Donnarumma to make a magnificent save. Wonderful passage of play. Donnarumma fully extended. So much confidence to take the shot on, and it was swerving away from the goalkeeper. Can the home team produce something special here? It will be the final action of what has been a terrific first half. Well, supposedly the Israeli champions, the group's no hopers, were up against it early on, but they rallied magnificently to go in front through Cherry, which meant that that was their first goal in 8 fixtures in the Champions League. But the league cancelled out by Lionel Messi before Cherry had another opportunity just before the break, defied by Donnarumma. Terrific first half in Group H, where it's Maccabi Haifa 1, Paris Saint-Germain 1.
Attention all competitors. The time has come to play. Let the games begin.
Live on Sony Sports Network. John this Thursday. Men in Blue भिड़ेंगे. Bangla Tigers के साथ देखिए बांग्लादेश वर्सेस इंडिया. रविवार 4 दिसंबर से on Sony Sports Network.
किक ऑफ तो आपने कई सारे देखे होंगे, पर ये किक ऑफ सिर्फ सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पे दिखेगा. यहाँ मिलेंगे फुटबॉल के ग्रेट्स, मार्क एंड टेरी के नेवर एंडिंग डिबेट्स, ट्रांसफर रूमर्स, और ढेर सारा ह्यूमर. किक ऑफ every Monday and Friday 8 p.m. live on the Sony Sports Network.
Co-presented by Abu, the taste of India. KFC Big Bash Day starts 13th December live on Sony Sports Network.
Attention all competitors. The time has come to play. Let the games begin.
Live on Sony Sports Network.
So away we go again. Surely the second half can't have the vibrancy and the pace and the energy of the opening 45 minutes. Jan and Sherry, the Dutch midfielder, experienced Dutch midfielder, 34 now, putting Maccabi Haifa in front before Lionel Messi was able to equalise just before the break, and then Cherry with a chance to make it 2-1. A shot which was well saved by Gianluigi Donnarumma just before the break. That his misplaced pass created the opening which the home team were able to exploit. And now it's Maccabi Haifa on the back foot. Flag has been raised again for an offside. A lot of offsides tonight. Mancini goes for goal. Straightforward enough in the end for Donnarumma. There's no doubt that Barak Bakar, the Maccabi Haifa coach, is a winner. Won the title 5 times in Israel. 3 times with Hapoel Beersheba. Card produced for Atzili. Started singing an hour before kick-off and they haven't stopped. Doing everything to steer their team to what would be a famous win. Having had some success against PSG in the past in the old UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1998. Corner. On for goal. And almost deflected in by Piero. Just jabbed out a foot at that long-range effort from Pierre Cornell. The deflection deceived Donnarumma. Just needed a bit more on it. Was pounced upon by Paytm, helped on once more by Messi. Mbappe looking for Messi again. Shaq got there first. Paytm needed a save from Cohen to keep out Messi in the end. Evans span out of the goalkeeper's reach, but put behind for a corner kick. Now Messi. Messi again. Gap has opened up for him. It's Messi. It's a fine save. And it's a brilliant recovery. Wonderful work by Cornu, who helped his goalkeeper out just when he needed him. Excellent stop by the goalkeeper. He's quickly back on his feet, but he still needs Cornu to intervene. Defending. He's due so much of the possession. Messi. Mbappe. What a goal that was. Fantastic from Kylian Mbappe. Set up by Lionel Messi. Where they combined for the first. Scored by Messi. And having led, Maccabi find themselves behind. The pace of Mbappe, which took him beyond the substitute sack. And although Cohen has done well to keep out PSG on numerous occasions in this second half, the goalkeeper powerless to keep out that attempt. 2 against Juventus. And that's his 3rd in this season's Champions League. Kylian Mbappe again. By Sergio Ramos. Piero. Tangling with Marquinhos. There's an angle on the face there which will produce a card, will it? Yes, it's going to be a yellow card. Piero, who was playing in the second division in France before making the move to Maccabi Haifa, 3 seasons with Garena. David to lead the counter-attack, picking out Piero. David wants the return. Cherry took a tumble, and he gets the free kick. Cherry scored with some great free kicks in his time in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. Can he produce something special now for the Israeli champions? It might be Maccabi Haifa's best opportunity of pulling level. Forward by Verratti. And they've got their third goal put away by Neymar. Flag stays down this time. For a 9th consecutive away game, PSG have scored 3 goals, and it's the dynamic front three who each helped themselves to one this evening. Well, Verratti was at fault when Maccabi Haifa went in front. He gave the ball away, but he produced a magnificent pass there to find Neymar. Clean through on goal. Sek couldn't get back to him. And having seen Messi score and Mbappe score, Neymar puts his own name on the score sheet. Different combination this time, having been set up by Verratti. But that surely is game over. Well, it's been checked, as all goals are. Has been yellow carded for his protests. Neymar in behind Sek. It's a lovely finish. Just waited for the ball to drop out of the air, and that's why he was cautioned. It was for his celebration, if you could call it that. And, Piero is about to make way as well. Is on, Australian international, Rukavistra, Ukraine. Just to ensure that he doesn't get into any more trouble. As Sola is on in place of Neymar. He's got his 11th goal this season. Sergio Ramos has had a word in Messi's ear. Messi again. And eventually Sergio Ramos has a hack at the ball, which has come out to Chibota. Well, it started promisingly for the Israeli champions. Tiara Cherry putting Maccabi Haifa in front. PSG had their opportunities as well, but they drew level eventually through Lionel Messi's 127th goal in the Champions League before they dominated after the break. Mbappe was able to put them in front. Neymar got one just before the end. A second win in Group H for PSG. Maccabi Haifa have the consolation of knowing they've got their first goal in this competition for the first time in almost 12 hours of football. They worked hard for it, but ultimately they were second best. It's finished. Maccabi Haifa 1, Paris Saint-Germain 3.
This highlight show was brought to you by FedEx and Opera, UEFA Champions League sponsor. जब असली शेर मैदान में उतरेंगे, कौन करेगा किसका शिकार? देखिए बांग्लादेश वर्सेस इंडिया, रविवार 4 दिसंबर से।
Attention all competitors. The time has come to play. Let the games begin.
Live on Sony Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Leander Pace. Watch me and my team, the Mobile Leon Army, at the biggest tennis event of the year, TPL Season 4.
Live on Sony Sports Network. In world's grandest T20 league, watch the Indian superstars shine. Women's Big Bash League, 13th October to 26th November on Sony Sports Network. जब असली शेर मैदान में उतरेंगे, कौन करेगा किसका शिकार? देखिए बांग्लादेश वर्सेस इंडिया, रविवार 4 दिसंबर से।
Hello and welcome to Bavaria, Munich on match day 3, the home of German football's Rekordmeister, the record domestic champions FC Bayern München tackle the champions of Czechia, FC Victoria Plzeň. What a group this is. Barcelona, Inter and Bayern between the winners of this trophy on 14 occasions, and then come Plzeň. Czech football's recent dominant force, 6 titles and 10 top 2 finishes in 12 years, but still, at this level, they are relative rookies, a 4th appearance and never beyond the group stage of the Champions League, where the learning curve is so very steep indeed. The teams ready and waiting in the tunnel, side by side, and here they come. A short trip into a different world for Victoria Plzeň, hurled by an unforgiving draw into the Champions League's land of the giants, where beasts do not get much bigger than the Bundesliga's best. Bayern München defend well and be lucky, says Plzeň coach Michal Bilek, whose team were beaten 5-1 in Barcelona and at home to Inter by 2-0. Next come Bayern back-to-back, brutal and relentless. Group C has proven truly punishing for the Czech champions so far. In Bavaria tonight, it gets no easier. Bayern minus both Joshua Kimmich and Thomas Müller laid low with COVID-19, which forces Julian Nagelsmann's hand into 4 changes. Ryan Gravenberg's second Bayern starting for Kimmich, while Serge Gnabry fills the size 10s of Müller. Elsewhere starts for Nusayr Mazraoui and Leon Goretzka, Benjamin Pavard and Marcel Sabitzer, the players who drop out of the team tonight for the German record champions.
Manuel Neuer is their formidable captain, and the man who will embrace the skipper for Plzeňa, Lukáš Hejda, the skipper of the champions of Czechia. Tonight's on-field officials are drawn from Montenegro. Nikola Dabanovic, the referee. In action too, we have VAR, the Spaniard Juan Martinez Munguera, has his eyes on the monitors for us tonight. In Plzeňa's goal, Marian Verdoin, just the fourth game in the first team for the club, and first in this competition. Midfielder Pavel Buka sent off versus Inter, so while he calls his heels, Modu and Jai comes in. There were three changes in the weekend's stumbling draw in Bohemians Prague, in which the Colombian John Mosquera scored. Tonight's other alterations, Libor Holik for Václav Jemelka and Jan Kopitz preferred to Václav Pilaš.
Attention all competitors. The time has come to play.
Gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses.
Let the games begin.
Live on Sony Sports Network. John, this first game. Ben in blue भिड़ेंगे बंगला टाइगर्स के साथ देखिए बांग्लादेश वर्सेस इंडिया रविवार 4 दिसंबर से on Sony Sports Network.
Hi, this is Sania Mirza. Catch the Bengaluru Spartans play at the biggest tennis event of the year, EPL Season 4.
Live on Sony Sports Network. Kids Beat Nationally starts 13th December. Live on Sony Sports Network.
Attention all competitors. The time has come to play. Let the games begin.
Live on Sony Sports Network.
Then as the game begins on match day 3 in Munich. Bayern versus Victoria Plzeňa. Plzeňa the bottom team in this really tough group in there, with teams that won this trophy 14 times. Barcelona, Inter, and of course the 6-time champions Bayern. The goal for the Czechs is to get points on the board, and for Bayern here to, they think, hope and seal that third win from 3 matches. Alphonso Davies here, just nicked away though by Jan Kopitz. Back by Gravenberch on the ball here for Bayern. Just Gravenberch's second Bayern start too, the summer signing from Ajax. This is Sadio Mane. Pushed on to involve Leon Goretzka. There's Kopitz. Now Libor Holik for Plzeňa. The ball blocked by Julian Nagelsmann's Bayern. The cross in towards Hony. The game's first corner won here by the team from Czechia. Off Matthijs de Ligt. Well, their first game was away to Barcelona, a 5-1 thumping on match day 1. Then the next game at home to Inter was a rather tame and timid reversal, 2-0. Here is Leroy Sané. Into Musiala. Sané goes again. Sané, fine run. It's Leroy Sané! Oh, what a start! And what a goal for Bayern! Inside 7 minutes, it is absolutely glorious from Leroy Sané. A fearsome firecracker of a rocket. From a form player, Sané now for the season, 7 goals across all competitions. but few as spectacular as this. Musiala onto Sané, who unloads an utter beauty. Beyond Verdoin, that's special. Bayern in front with a stunning goal from Leroy Sané. A goal dripping in quality. We're here by Verdoin. By Mosquera here for Folly. Can they produce here? A shooting chance, and the first save for Manuel Neuer. Quick release here against Alphonso Davies on his bike. Davies. Now Musiala. On now to Goretzka. For Serge Gnabry, and Bayern double their money inside 13 minutes. And Gnabry's first goal in a long time for Clement Country, 10 games goalless, but goalless no more. It could be, you feel, for Plazenia and Mikael Bielik, a long, long night in Bavaria. Gnabry takes the chance. Again, Musiala involved, then Goretzka, Gnabry, and then the ball prodded beyond the goalkeeper Verdoin. It is the start of nightmares for Plazenia and of dreams for Bayern. Bayern from the blocks like a champion sprinter tonight. Too clear already. How many will they get tonight? Jamal Musiala onto Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane's shot, and Verdoin down to cling on to this one. Sadio Mane, glorious. Mane, little body swerve, and Mane goes on. Sadio Mane, absolutely stunning. Old snake hips there for Bayern. He wriggled away, sold the defenders a dummy, and then finished superbly. Plzeň have real problems here, but Bayern and their fans can sit back and savour this. Sadio Mane with a stunning goal to make it 3. Bayern are in their groove and mean business. In the first half, Bayern brilliant, belligerent and brutal on Plzeň so far. Sadio Mane's 7th goal across all competitions. Mane on here for Musiala, and Verdoin comes to meet it. This is Serge Gnabry, Gravenberch, and pushed on for Jamal Musiala. This one's blocked by the legs of Marian Verdoin. Foul here by Thomas Khoury. A yellow card here too for the striker. Khoury on Matthijs de Ligt. The boot was high, and the referee has shown the game's first yellow card for it. It is Khoury's 2nd caution of the competition, so he now is 1 away from a 1-match suspension. Look how deep Plzeň sat here. Gnabry, and there's Musiala, who smashes home number 4. The player in simply scintillating form this season, Jamal Musiala. He's still just 19. The goals keep on coming. 4 tonight. And now the name of Musiala is on the score sheet predictably for Bayern. Let's check the offside. Yeah, I think offside the decision against Sadio Mane in the build-up. Well, here the offside decision. You see there, millimetres. As Sadio Mane is indeed just beyond the last defender, so the goal chalked off correctly here for Musiala. This is Volkanova. The cross for Khoury with a flicked header, which will go down as Plzeň's best chance of the game so far on 39 minutes. In the air, Khoury always going to be a handful given he's 2 metres tall. They're ahead of de Ligt over the crossbar. Musiala's dummy. They're in the red shirt behind him to profit from it. The ball again turns over here. It's come out to Goretzka, who rolls in. Sadio Mane again. This one though is tame. And Verdoyen down to cling onto it. They could have had in this first half maybe 5, 6 or 7. So good of Bayern Bean. Gnabry on the move. It's towards Gnabry, but too close to goalkeeper Verdoyen. Mane now. Mane looks for Davies. Sadio Mane again here for Bayern. And clipped in for Musiala. Musiala, Alphonso Davies, Leroy Sané. At half-time in Munich. And Bayern, brilliant so far. Michael Bielek's Plzeň have not laid a glove on the German Rekordmeister. And 3 goals, could have had more. And the 4th of this man, Musiala, ruled out for offside against Sadio Mane. In the first half where Bayern hit their groove early with a super goal from Leroy Sané. In the end they scored 3 in the first half, unanswered. Gnabry and Mane, the other scorers, as Bayern so far have gone goal crazy on match day 3. The half-time score then here in Munich, it is Bayern 3, Victoria Plzeň 0.
असली शेर मैदान में उतरेंगे तो कौन करेगा किसका शिकार? देखिए बांग्लादेश वर्सेस इंडिया रविवार 4 दिसंबर से।
Attention all competitors. The time has come to play. Let the games begin.
Live on Sony Sports Network.
If they cover their lips, how do you know what they're planning? Well, there's one message that came through loud and clear. And for more of the same about the UEFA Champions League, the Bundesliga, the UEFA Nations League, and much more from the world of football, simply tune in to The Top Corner with John Dykes.
Afghanistan tour of Sri Lanka, ODI Series 2022, first ODI, Friday 25th November 2:30 PM, live on Sony Sports Network. 4 दिसंबर से Men in Blue खेलेंगे बंगला टाइगर्स के साथ। देखिए बांग्लादेश वर्सेस इंडिया रविवार 4 दिसंबर से on Sony Sports Network.
Positions here with Victoria Plzeň, 3 goals down, away to Bayern, and still another half to play against the rampant German Rekordmeister. Bayern have taken off Alphonso Davies, and Jamal Musiala to make way for Choupo-Moting on the ball here, and Josip Stanisic. Gnabry's free kick here for Leroy Sané. Away here will come Jamelka. Korbitz, Kalbach. Gnabry there was more keen to win the ball. Mane dropped in here for Leroy Sané. Excellent goal. And Bayern's second half starts where the first one left off. On the front foot, dangerous, threatening and chock full of goals. Mane's assist was glorious. And Sané's finish, 2 for the night, was unerring. Bayern 4 clear. And the calibre of goals tonight has been remarkable. Another well-taken, well-crafted goal for Bayern. And 4 by no means flatters the rampant Germans tonight. glides away from Kalvak. Lovely pass too for Sadio Mane. Mane. Stanisic there, but the push on the defender will yield a free kick for Plzeňa. There's a Munich-born Croatian. He's got the ball out here. It's come to Goretzka, on to Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, who makes it 5. Well, Bayern are rampant, showing no mercy on Plzeňa whatsoever. And why should they? Racking up goal upon goal. And now Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting has made his mark on the fixture and lands another blow on the body of the champions of Czechia. Made here by Goretzka this time. And Choupo-Moting on hand via the post to give Bayern another goal on a night which is absolutely full of them. Plzeňa, I'm afraid, have no answer to this whatsoever. The stumble here will let Holik in for Plzeňa. An hour gone in Munich. Holik, ambitious. That might be, I think, Manuel Neuer's first save of the game. Right on the hour mark. The save is being generous. It's Upamecano. Or Messiah Mazraoui. With Manuel Neuer. Well, Bayern, well, they stop at 5. To say their record in this competition at 7-0. Shakhtar in 2015, before that Basel in 2012 on the end of those scorelines. The competition's record, by the way, is 8-0. Mane moving, still Sadio Mane. Goretzka for Gravenberch, dropped in towards Gnabry. This one is in the arms again of Arjen Verdoyen. Njai, Mosquera. Njai for Bassi. Bassi, John Mosquera, covered there by the challenge of Moussa Mazraoui, who's had a very solid game at right back for Bayern tonight, and Bastian Schweinsteiger. Here is Gnabry, the class of 2022. This one off target from him. Here is Anaï Jamal Musiala, really impressed again tonight. Attack for Bayern, so fluid, so lucid. It's in here by Kalvak, Mosquera's header. Tijani and the shot. Stanisic here for Bayern for Matisse Tel. Tel towards Sadio Mane. Good diving header away there for the corner by Libor Holik. Matisse Tel at 17. It's already a really mature presence in the Bayern team. It's Pavard in here for Marcel Sabitzer. Sadio Mane teasing Holik. Sadio Mane still knocked away by the head of Tijani. Outcome will be yet another Bayern corner. And they'll play again in 8 days' time in Czechia. Are there more goals here for Bayern tonight? Corner taken by Serge Gnabry. Up goes De Ligt away by Njai. This is helped on now to Mosquera. Yirka, it's Mosquera for Plzeňa. Mosquera's shot is highly ambitious. In fact, high full stop from the Colombian. played in Spain's low divisions in his younger days. Gnabry away from Pernica. It's Serge Gnabry. What a run, just missing one thing, the finish. There has been in the second half, since the fifth goal, really a clear Bayern easing off as they conserve energy. Nonetheless, another chance here for Gnabry, which could have been a sixth goal tonight. Manjai, Mosquera, now it's come out to Milan Havel. Bassi, return ball here for Bassi to strike. As they seek out the consolation goal, the shot there from Fortune Bassi was hit with real force and belligerence, but off target. Fierce hit here from Bassi, but rising up and away from Manuel Neuer's goal. Mane, Gnabry's flick here for Gravenberch. On to Matthijs Tel for Bayern. This is Matthijs Tel. And the shot high into the Bayern support behind the goal. Sadio Mane, away from Jirka. Choupo-Moting for Bayern. Gnabry, and now Josip Stanisic. Marcel Sabitzer. Sabitzer punched away. There's Mazraoui with lovely control to even keep the ball alive there for Bayern. Njai comes away, but possession will turn over. It's options here, Tel. It's back instead here to Mazraoui for Benjamin Pavard. He invites the push on here from Stanisic. Gravenberch. Gravenberch shots! He has just passed the post with the goalkeeper fully committed. On his first goal in the cup tie against third-tier Victoria Köln back in August. Mane away from one, and then wrestled down there by the challenge from Lukiek Pernica. It's Marcel Sabitzer with the free kick, which is just past the post. They want a corner. Sabitzer with his whip free kick. And yeah, touched away there by Verdoy, which is the final action of the game. So Bayern on match day 3 have smashed in 5 at Plzeň's expense. It was a brilliant and brutal and unforgiving Bayern against the champions of Czechia, who really asked too much of Manuel Neuer. Gnabry, after his 10-game club and country goalless run, back among the goals for Bayern tonight in that highly impressive first half especially. But here in Bavaria tonight, Bayern are victors in the end with lots of room to spare. Full-time score, it is Bayern 5, Victoria Plzeň 0.